and tubers, Madame Roy back once again, back to you with a vlog video for today. It's a July 8th, 2019, another very hot and humid day here in Southern Virginia. Already had a lot to do this morning. I had to take Dad over to a local radiator rebuild shop to get the radiator in his 51 Merc rebuilt. There's a issue with the seal around the lip, so he's going to go have that rebuilt. And we actually took the Tahoe over there, so in a way it was good that I had that vehicle available to him, because the only other option to bring that radiator there would have been to take the big truck, and of course, you know, the Dodge Ram, and better not to have that out at the elements in case it rains or something. So I was really blessed to be able to take him over there. After that, we went out and ate at Hometown Diner. I did very well. I didn't pig out. I had one of their number 2 special, which was 2 eggs, grits, 3 little turkey sausage links, and a biscuit. So it was a big meal, but a healthy and balanced meal. So when you guys eat out, remember, you can still eat well and still feel like you're getting full. You just have to be cautious to what you put in your body. We got a bunch of other stuff we have to do today. We have to go ahead and install a new starter in the Malibu, the convertible that Dad has. Starter went out the other day. Mom and I had to push it in the garage. It actually went out when it was parked on the side of the house, so that was an adventure. We really had to push hard to get that in the garage. As a matter of fact, I hurt my shoulder a little bit, so I haven't been able to do any weights since then. It's getting better, though. It's taken a little while to heal. I think I just pulled a muscle. So hopefully within the next couple of days, I can actually start lifting weights again. Mr. Milo's here wanting to go out. I shut the door and he hates it. The cats hate being shut in. Other than that, I have a few more things I have to do to the Tahoe. I do need to purchase a new blower motor. The one that's in there is either the bearings going out or something has fallen in, because when it spins every once in a while you hear that squeaky sound, kind of like that. So not a big job on that. You guys can actually Google it, and there are a bunch of YouTube videos. It takes about 10 minutes to put a new one in. But everything's coming together on the Tahoe. Almost ready to give you guys the review of that. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, because I've done a few other little things to it. We're going to go ahead and get started on the Malibu. I'll try to get a little bit of video of that when we're down there, but I am going to have to help Dad out, so that might be limited. There's not going to be like a how-to video, so if you ever need one of those, YouTube is your best friend. Go ahead and pause this vlog, see what the rest of the day brings. Talk to you guys on the flip side. What are you doing, Milo? He was just scratching his butt across the carpet. It's the funniest thing. Milo, what you doing? You cleaning your butt on my carpet, kitty? Gonna do it again? Nah, you're just gonna be lazy, aren't you? Oh, before I forget, if you guys remember, when I was up in Green, I picked up this Ion Explorer Bluetooth speaker, and this thing works great, except the battery no longer held a charge. So what I did, I went and I pulled off the side panel here where the battery is. Now, I will tell you, if you ever pull these off, be very careful, because the wood here, it's just press board, and it breaks really easily. When I took it out, I was shocked to find that this actually uses a lead-acid battery. Now, what I did is I just pulled the battery out, and since I'm not going to be using this on battery power, I went ahead and just removed the battery, put the leads back in, and then closed this little panel back up. So, still works good. If you guys see right there, it'll power on, syncs to my phone, no problem. I don't want to do it now, though, because I'm filming this vlog, but just be forewarned, if you guys have one of these Ion Explorer Bluetooth speakers at home and the battery is dead like mine was, go ahead and pull that side panel off and remove the battery. Either replace it or just remove it altogether, because it's not really safe to have one of those batteries in there for any length of time, especially if you're using this and the speaker gets hot. heat and lead acid batteries, it's a bad combination. And of course, the thing that drove me nuts about this, the way they had it in there, the battery was only secured with a little foam bracket. It wasn't even a metal bracket, and the foam had disintegrated, so the battery was actually loose and shaking around in there. So just a little helpful hint for you guys. Make sure you remove those batteries, especially if they're old like this one was. What? You are just too cool for school, aren't you, Milo? You're so cute. Got to take a picture of that. All right, tubers, I'm going to let Milo rest. I need to get ready to work on the Malibu. Oh, what is it, buddy? You are so funny. Yes, you are. You're a ham. You ham it up for the camera. All right, tubers. Catch you guys on the flip side. And since we're on the topic of the cats, go ahead and show you guys Mr. Baxter. He's been doing very well. I know I haven't given you an update on these guys for a while. What you doing? Oh, I need to be cleaned, huh? I was outside earlier, so I'm sure I have the scent of some other animal on me. Good boy. I love the ink. I call this the ink blot tail. It looks like he dipped his tail in ink. Yes, it does, huh, buddy? He is a good cat. We really got lucky with our guys. A lot of people have cats that have really bad personalities. Not these boys. But he's doing well. I've been brushing him occasionally. Summertime, they really seem to be shedding their coats, which is odd because usually that's a springtime thing that cats do. But these guys seem to shed an awful lot. And I'll tell you something interesting. Male cats shed more than female cats. That's a fact. You guys can look that up online. But unbelievable amounts of fur coming off these guys. Milo more than Baxter. What? I don't need to be cleaned, you silly boy. All right, tubers. I really need to get ready to work, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, tubers, so I spent about half an hour getting Dad's bike ready. I put on one of these Crivet bike seats that we got from Lidl the other day, the ones that have the air comfort. Basically, all you have to do is pump it up, and it actually inflates an airbag under the seat. They're actually really comfortable. I put one on my Mongoose Dynametric bike, and if you guys have a Lidl grocery store near you, these things are only $10, and they do have two sizes. They have the 8.5 inch and the 6-inch wide. Of course, we're bigger people, so we got the 8.5 inch bigger seat. This is the one that I took off of it. A decent seat when it was new, but you can see that it's what they call the banana seat. There's not a lot of padding, and what's there is really hard. And for my dad, he and I both like more comfortable seats. It's really easy to actually remove and replace these. Basically use the same bar as the old one. You just take I think it's a 5/8 wrench. You loosen this up to the point where these clamps give way to the bar. You pull it out, put the bar in the new seat, tighten it up. And the cool thing is you can actually adjust the length, or the angle, I should say. If you go loosen up enough, you can adjust how the seat actually sits on the bike, either up like this, some people like that, or forward. I kind of like mine a little forward. That way I have my arms on the bike and I have good traction and I don't feel like I'm going to topple over. So Dad and I are going to go out to the garage. We need to go ahead and finally work on the Malibu. It's about 11:30, so I'll show you guys what we're doing there. Talk to you guys on the flip. All right, tubers. So Dad and I are here with the Chevelle Malibu. What is a Chevelle or a Malibu?
Malibu.
Malibu. And the culprit in this is the starter motor. Why don't you go ahead and flick it real quick, show them what it's doing.
Well, the drive doesn't catch.
Yeah, well, you guys can hear what it sounds like right now. You have Dad turn it over real quick. Yeah, you could hear the starter motor is pretty much totally seized up at this point.
Yeah.
So we need to go ahead and swap that out. So are we going to be putting it on the lift?
No,
to do that?
Jack it up.
We're going to jack it up. Okay, yeah, because it's really hard. We got the Hurst Olds here, and then we got the 51 Merc on the lift, so it's nice that we don't actually have to...
Radiator out of it, that's why I can't move it.
Yep, exactly. That's true. There is no radiator in here. We actually went and brought that to the shop this morning, so... Yep, we're going to have to jack this thing up. I'll try to get some footage for you guys. When he doesn't need me, with the two of us, it should go pretty quickly. So we'll see what happens, and I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, right here. Okay, so here's the replacement part. Oh my goodness, that's got some weight to it. This is a used one that you had? Okay, it's a used but a known goods starter. I'll go ahead and put it up here. Wow, that's a beast. Okay, there you go. So there's the shaft right there. Okay, I've never actually seen one for an older vehicle like this. I've seen more modern starters. They're about half this size, but when you're turning a big engine, you definitely need a big motor to turn that over. And this has got a beautiful engine in it. What did we say this is, a 350?
Yes.
Yeah, Chevy 350. Similar to what's in my Tahoe, just not a Vortec, a classic 350. I love all the chrome on the air cleaner there. Dad did a nice job on here. Nice clean fuel filter. Yeah. All right. Oh, what do we have in here battery-wise? Oh, got a pretty new battery, only a couple of years old. Nice big interstate battery. All right, we're going to go ahead and get to work on this and see you guys in a few minutes. All right, so the first step, we're going to go ahead and clean this old starter motor off, make it look a little bit better than it did. What are you using, just engine degreaser?
They're clean.
Yeah, brake cleaner. Oh, that smells horrible. Woo! You know what that smells like? That reminds me of like bug spray with DEET. But it definitely gets the job done. Got to get that nice and clean, get all the old grease off of that. You don't want to put a nasty looking dirty part in a beautiful engine bay like that, that's for sure.
Well, I'll paint it if I had a chance, but I don't know if I have a chance now.
Clean that all up. And then the next step is going to actually be to test this starter motor before we put it in there, just to double check, because again, it is a used part.
It was good, make sure it's still good.
That's it. Got a few steps you got to do first. Let me finish cleaning that, and then we're going to go ahead and hook some juice up to it and give it a quick test. All right, so we're grabbing the battery here. And you got to show me how to do this. I've never actually done this before. Ground it somewhere.
Ground.
And then put it on the positive.
Positive. And then we got to tap the post.
What do you got for that? Okay. Woo! And stand back. Oh, yeah.
Now, can you see over here the drive?
Let me see. I'm going to put the camera there. Yep, go ahead.
Now, when I click it, you'll see the drive and the gear turn.
Yep.
This is not happening with the one that's in the car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's turning. Yeah, it's turning. Definitely turning.
It sounds a lot different than the other one.
It does, but at least it works. So now, what do you think? You happy with it? We think we can stick it in there?
We're going to put it in.
All right. Time to put it in. Hopefully the sparks give me a little extra viewership here. All right, tubers, we're going to install this in the car, and fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly. All right, tubers, so I always say this, prep work is key. So we have everything that we think we're going to need to do the job. We have various sockets there, big ratchet over there. Hopefully everything we're going to need to put this starter in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, there's no way I'm going to be able to film under there. There's just not enough room, not enough light. So we'll go ahead and pick this up once the old starter is out. And maybe we'll go ahead and test that on the bench and see what that does. I'm going to pause this for a bit. Let's get to work, and I'll talk to you guys when we're complete. All right, tubers, so I wasn't going to film here, but I got to show you guys this. So I'm under the car, and I've removed the two main bolts. This one here, or loosened them, I should say. There's one there and then one there. But check this out. The shaft is totally broken. This is where it goes into the flywheel, which is right here. Thank you. I don't always know the terminology, but check that out. It is totally broken on the starter. Matter of fact, I could probably just pull this apart just like that. See how loose that is? So, yeah, Dad's a little concerned about me, but I need to go ahead and remove the bolts the rest of the way. Then we can pull the old starter out and put the new one in. But I just had to show you that. Luckily, I have enough light here to work. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up. And hopefully the new starter works like a charm in here. All right, tubers. So the old starter is out of there. I did this whole job myself. Took, what, about an hour for me to do this? Just because I've never done one before. And I had to remove the 3 cables, the 2 smaller ones on the left and right, and then the main battery cable. This one here was the hardest cable to remove. I had to cavort my hand back there because you could literally not even see that. This is the shaft. What do you call this? What's the proper term? The nose. This is the nose from the old starter. This had actually broken off, and that's what almost fell on my head. You can see where it should have been originally. And I'm going to put it over here so you guys can see it a little bit better. But you could see that the stress actually just totally broke this thing. Let me see how this would have sat. Originally, well, you guys get the idea. It would have sat on like that or something similar to that, but this thing is total garbage now. All right, so
we didn't try it yet.
We haven't tried it yet. I've never done a starter before. I hope I got the wires right.
And got the cable on.
And got the cable on. So, Dad, if you want to do the honors.
I don't know if I can reach in there the way it's on the lid.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to do it. So, here we go. Here's nothing. Will it start? Woo! Success!
Yeah, very good.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's turn this off because I don't want to asphyxiate. I can't even talk right now. Asphyxiate ourselves in here.
Yeah.
My mouth is very dry. We're going to go ahead and clean up. What do you think?
Success. It's a lot of work, but Matt worked hard on it. I'll give him my professional opinion as we went along. Make sure I had the tools ready and light on it as best I could for him, and a couple tips here and there. And we got it done. He did all the work.
I'm telling you, tubers, don't become a mechanic. If you are young and you think you want to be a mechanic, don't, because it is back-breaking work.
You can see the position I'm in, and that because I can't straight out anymore. I got arthritis all over.
From being a mechanic for all those years. All right, tubers, we're going to go ahead and clean up. I'm going to pause the vlog. We'll see what the rest day brings. Talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, that is going to be it for the vlog today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Kind of seen me put a starter in. Very hard work. I have immense respect for mechanics out there. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.